देखना तू भाई
बोल
चल जा
लेक्चर मध्ये नाही गेली ना मॅम और आए तो चलेगा काय
अरे जुनून दिखे म्हणता ना इंसान को तो मैं उधर देख के सिखाऊं क्या सिखा रहा तू जुनून मेरे को
कौन सा लेंगे केमिस्ट्री वाला रोज नहीं आती लिंक नहीं आती
ऐसे देखिए मीना को बुला के लाओ घर से आ रही है
यासिर भाई को फोन करना है वो लैपटॉप
लिंक नहीं दे तुमने बच्चों को
यासिर भाई को फोन करना लैपटॉप बनाने वाले
लिंक आया किसी ने भी लॉगिन नहीं किया लिंक नहीं आता कल 2 दिन से मैं दे रही हूँ उनको आईडी देखो पूछो उनको दिखाओ मैम को
12
ना फिर तुम लोग क्यों कैसे बैठे ले तुमको नहीं आता है मुंह कौन आया कि नहीं आया तो बोलो
नहीं आया 12:40 का लास्ट में
के बोलो तू यही तो नहीं पढ़ के बोल मेरा होएगा
पढ़ने ही नहीं आता
वर्ड चलिए वर्ड पढ़ सिर्फ मैं बोलूं क्या है जुनून मेरा नहीं है एंजेलिना मैम का किसका है कौन है
लिंक डालने का काम
कौन है
लेके जा लैपटॉप लेके
नंबर का पता नहीं मैम तो बोलो ना क्या बोलते देख मानसी अभी वो बोलते लिंक ने डाला बोले मेरा टाइम है क्या डालने का ऐसे कैसे यार कौन बोल रहा है लिंक नहीं डाले वो बोल रहे लिंक नहीं डाला वर्क फ्रॉम होम में लिंक डाला सब जगह लिंक डाला हाँ अभी लैपटॉप खराब। हाँ अभी वो बोल रही है नमा कि आपको बोल के गई नमा ने मैम मेरे को नमा सच में आपको झूठ नहीं बोलती मैम। इधर देख सना मैम ने क्या सानिया मैम ने भी बोला, मेरे सामने हिना ने बोला, कुछ मत बोला बस सुनो। कल कैसी क्या 2 बजे मैम 2 बजे उधर लेट गई मैम। 2 बजे बच्चे भैया को मैसेज देते, फोन नहीं देंगे तो भी बच्चे देते। 2:45 बजा, मैं क्या लेक्चर दूं जब मेरा लेक्चर 1:25 मिनट मेरा लेट होता, मैं मानती हूँ, बट तब तक बच्चे सेटल तो होंगे ना। तो मैं क्या सिखाएगी जब लेक्चर ही नहीं लगा है वहां पर और बच्चे ज्वाइन नहीं कर रहे। मैम अभी जिस मैम कल भी यही प्रॉब्लम है, कल भी यही प्रॉब्लम हुआ था। हम एंजेलिना मैम मैं बोल रही मैं लेक्चर नहीं लूंगी और मैं भैया से बात करूंगी। तुमको बुलाए तो तुम बोलते हैं आज मैंने नहीं किया, स्वप्निल नहीं दे रहा है, फिर वो जुनून बोलता है स्क्रीन नहीं है। अरे हम क्या भिखारी है क्या, लाके रखना है तुमको? तुमको पता है ऑनलाइन लेक्चर है क्या, वो भी मैं लाके रखूं? और बच्चों के सामने तुम लोग ऐसे तमाशा करते, बच्चे कल को क्या रेस्पेक्ट देंगे? मत करो काम, मैं भैया को बोलती हूँ नया हायर करेंगे नया टीम को।
लिंक आयडी सांगताय कारण ते चालूच आहे 848 पासून स्टार्टिंग आहे काय सांग नाही 853 एकच मिनिट 853 935
ये सुनना है क्या?
नहीं आया नहीं आ रहा नहीं आ रहा सुन
आ रहा क्या? अरे आ रहा आवाज आ रहा है क्या? लिंक आई इसमें भी लाग रहा है
Charlotte City Police for firm and fair rights probe. Praise comes even as court call us handling for cases. Staff reporters. Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Wednesday lauded the Delhi police for efficiently handling the Northeast Delhi riots and said the force had carried out a fair and firm investigation into the cases. Mr. Shah speaking to guests at Delhi Police's 75th Raising Day being celebrated at New Police Lines, Kingsway Camp. He told a crowd of officers and their families that the Delhi riots investigation have been handled well. I congratulate the police for the investigation, he said. Mr. Shah's case comes at a time when Delhi courts have taken a critical view of the police probe into several riot cases being heard by them. The courts have questioned the absence of prosecutors during hearings and reprimanded the police investigation into riot-related matters. The minister also congratulated the force for ably handling the health crisis caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. I have seen how they work during the pandemic, from supplying medicines to the people, to hospitals, to conducting cremation. The Delhi police did an impressive job. Mr. Shah said the Delhi police not only did an exceptional job during the COVID pandemic, which is an inspiration for police forces across the country, but it also reported several terror incidents during this period. Yeah. Mr. Shah further exhorted the Delhi police to prepare a roadmap for the next 5 years with well-defined goals to fill the gaps in respect of investigation, prosecution, cyber threats, etc. The Home Minister released a special postage stamp in order to commemorate and recognize 75 years of police service to the masses, 25% women personnel. Speaking at the function, Delhi Police Commissioner Rakesh Asthana said Delhi Police's target is to raise the participation of women personnel to one-fourth of its total strength by 2025. As many as 79 police personnel lost their lives during the COVID-19 pandemic, in which Delhi Police remained at the front line with doctors and health workers and provided all possible assistance to citizenry going beyond the call of duty, Mr. Asthana said. The CP said more than 5,000 Delhi police personnel have been promoted last year. The post has also rewarded Asadharan Karya Puraskar to 45 of its personnel and provided jobs to 164 kins of deceased officers on compassionate grounds. Mr. Shah presented medals to 62 police officers for gallantry, distinguished service, meritorious service, and Jeevan Raksha Padam. During the ceremony, Poonam Parekh, the widow of the, wi- the widow of late Head Constable Ratan Lal, who lost his life during the 2020 riots, received the Gallantry Medal conferred posthumously upon him. आप तो बताओ क्या करें? नहीं करो कोई भी दे पता नहीं कौन बहन वाली right. SC2 year 1 year quota cases on merits. They won't be referred to larger bench. A two-judge bench on the Supreme Court, led by Justice L. Nageswara Rao, on Wednesday decided not to refer to a larger bench a slew of petitions, including multiple ones by Tamil Nadu, on the validity of a state law granting reservation to the 1 year community. Challenge to HC verdict. The challenge to the SC verdict. The bench comprising Justice B.R. Gawai. The bench comprising Justice B.R. Gawai said it had referred to several precedents on the point of reference and resolved to hear the case on merits. The court is hearing a challenge to a decision of the Madras High Court in November 2021 declaring ultra vires to the law which provided 10.5% special reservation to the 1 year. On Tuesday, Justice Rao's bench said it would first deal with the question of reference. However, when the hearing began, the bench told the parties its determination to hear the case on merits and called on them to make their submissions. States can ease COVID curbs, center. Economic activity should not be hampered by restrictions at entry points. The center on Wednesday informed the states that they may review, amend, or end additional COVID restrictions as the cases are showing a declining trend of nation since January 2020. In the states, the health ministry said the daily case positivity on February 15 had declined 3.63%. 50,000 and existing guidelines aimed at minimizing the transmission of viruses have been reviewed and updated. The Union Ministry of Health accordingly revised its guidelines for international arrivals on 10th February 2022, the ministry said. It noted that in earlier months, in view of high case trajectory, certain states had imposed additional restrictions on their border airports. While effectively managing the public health challenge of COVID-19, it is important that movement of people and economic activities should not be hampered by additional restrictions imposed at state level points of increase, the ministry said. The case trajectory across the nation was showing a sustained downward trend. It would be useful if the states reviewed and amended or did away with the additional restrictions, it said. NATO US skeptical of Russian troop pullout. Military buildup seems to be continuing around Ukraine. Russia said on Wednesday more of its forces surrounding Ukraine were withdrawing, but NATO joined the US in saying it had yet to be convinced to pull out was real. The pullout was real. In Ukraine, the defense ministry said its web portal has been hit by an unprecedented cyber attack that was into its second. The Russian defense ministry published video that said infantry fighting vehicles and self-propelled artillery using units living in Crim- Crimean Peninsula, which Moscow annexed in 2014. Units of the Southern Military District, having completed their participation in tactical exercises, are moving to their permanent deployment points, the ministry said. It comes a day after Moscow said it was pulling back some of the troops deployed on its neighbor borders. But US President Joe Biden said on Tuesday 50,000 Russian troops were still amassed near Ukraine's borders. He said Washington had not yet and pulled out. Analysts indicate that they remain very much in the threatening position, he said. NATO chief Jens Stoltenberg, India, on Wednesday set up control rooms and released emergency. Jens Stoltenberg on Wednesday said Russia's military buildup seemed to be continuing around Ukraine. We have heard the signs of Moscow about readiness to continue diplomatic efforts, but so far we have not seen any de-escalation on the ground. Mr. Stoltenberg said ahead of a meeting of NATO defense ministries. On the contrary, it appears that Russia continues the military buildup. President Vladimir Putin said after meeting German Chancellor Olaf Scholz on Tuesday, the West was ignoring Russia's main demands, but Moscow was ready to continue dialogue on security issues. इसका मतलब क्या है? Analyst मतलब ये हो गया in brief, Shah Lord's Delhi police performance on Wednesday lauded Delhi police for efficiently handling the Northeast Delhi riots and said the force had carried out a firm and fair investigation into the case. HC refuses to interfere with DU offline exams. The Delhi High Court on Wednesday declined to interfere with Delhi University's decision to conduct physical examinations for the ongoing academic session. Post-elimination exercise, says NC. The National Conference, which made its response submitted to the J&K Delimitation Commission public on Wednesday, has asked the panel to stop delimitation exercise. Delimitation exercise. IT researchers held on Hawaii premises in Delhi, Bengaluru. Yeah. Hawaii premises in Delhi, Bengaluru. Music composer Bappi Lahiri passes away in Mumbai. China terms Quad and AUKUS clicks in US's Indo-Pacific strategy. Bishnoi batters help India take 1-0 lead in T20 IPL.
डिस्कशन करते हैं रेडी हो गया नहीं तू गाइड कर नहीं सर हां बाबा हो गया क्या टिफिन सबका तो ध्यान दो आओ जरा सामने आओ जरा पूरा न्यूज़पेपर तो पढ़ लिया पूरा न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ लिया अच्छा ये सबसे पहले क्या था नाटो के बारे में क्या मालूम है बुक किधर है बुक पेन किधर है खाली बचे क्या अरे बुक निकालो बुक लिखना पड़ेगा नाटो क्या है वो कितने लोगों को उसका एब्रिविएशन आता एक्रोनिम आता क्या एब्रिविएशन बोले तो क्या और एक्रोनिम बोले तो पक्का क्या देखो जरा गूगल करो गूगल है गेम खेल के तू लेक्चर करे ए बाबा बुक निकालो फर्स्ट पेज ओपन कर नाटो वाला
हाँ अभी
ये न्यूज़पेपर मीटिंग का क्लिक करेगा ये एंजेलिना